Universitas PGRI Semarang is located in the culturally strong Semarang City, Central Java Province, Indonesia. With these features, Semarang is a potential place for students to develop themselves. The spirit that drives Universitas PGRI Semarang is nationalism and religiosity. Nationalism is the spirit to unite the nation in the midst of culture differences. We have 7 faculties consist of Faculty of Education. This faculty is the oldest faculty at our campus with the largest number of students. It has 3 study programs: the Guidance and Counseling Study Program, Elementary School Teacher Education, and Early Childhood Development Teacher Education. Faculty of Social Science and Sports Education. There are several points that become our focus in this faculty. First, the value of humanism as national identity. Second, physical health as a support for quality education. Third, the understanding of economic values as a pillar of human civilization. This faculty has 3 study programs: Pancasila and Citizenship Civil Education, Physical and Recreational Education, and Economic Education. Faculty of Language and Arts. This faculty provides education to generate language and art educators with pedagogical personnel, social and professional competence and competitive abilities in dealing with the current age development in order to develop themselves into professionals such as translator, newscasters, or journalists by making use of their language and artistic skills. This faculty has 3 study programs: Indonesian Language and Literature Education, English Education, Regional Language and Literature Education, Javanese Language. Faculty of Mathematics, Science, and Information Technology Education. This faculty has study programs of Mathematics Education, Biology Education, Physics Education, and Information Technology Education. The vision of this faculty is to be an excellent and distinguished faculty of Mathematics, Natural Science, and Information Technology Education by 2025. Faculty of Engineering and Informatics, established on April 17, 2014. This faculty has 6 study programs, namely Architecture, Mechanical Engineering, Civil Engineering, Electrical Engineering, Informatics, and Food Technology. Faculty of Economic and Business. This faculty has a mission to be a faculty of economics and business that excels in the field of digital-based, creative economics and business with a distinctive identity. Faculty of Law. The Faculty of Law of University of PGRI Semarang is committed to develop legal knowledge, and this is done, among others, by organizing seminars, discussions, comparative studies, and field experience practices. In order to support the teaching and learning activities, we have 4 complexes of campuses. Campus 1, located at Jalan Dr. Cipto, Jalan Lontar. This campus consists of representative and modern buildings for teaching and learning activities. This campus consists of central building, main building, student activity center, library, graduate program building, as well as a representative auditorium meeting hall for national class concerts and international seminars. Campus 2, located at Jalan Sriwijaya. This campus has a hotel available for both students and public in general, as well as a large meeting room for teacher, professional training programs, and various other large-scale meetings. Campus 3, located at Jalan Bendan Duo. This campus has a building for students' practices, especially mechanical and electrical engineering department students. This campus supports various activities to increase electrical, mechanical, and architecture skills. Campus 4, located at Jalan Gajah. This campus has a teaching learning building complex and sports centers including basketball, badminton, futsal, and other athletic sports activities. This campus also has a dormitory building provided for students, as well as a high school laboratory school, which was established by the Universitas PGRI Semarang. Why do you have to choose UGRIS as a place to study? We realize the importance of international relations to connect the discourse currently developing in the international world. This is where we establish a collaboration to open up opportunities for career leaders through students and lecture exchanges, credit transfer and double degree program, joint internship and research, and publication with our reputable university partners. We believe that in our fast-paced and competitive world, there are basic competencies every young generation has to possess, namely excellence and distinction. Excellence in either emotional and spiritual intelligence and the ability to retain the personality as a cultured human being. Please join UGRIS. Universitas PGRI Semarang is located in the culturally strong Semarang City, Central Java Province, Indonesia. With these features, Semarang is a potential place for students to develop themselves. The spirit that drives Universitas PGRI Semarang is nationalism and religiosity. Nationalism is the spirit to unite the nation in the midst of culture differences. We have 7 faculties consist of Faculty of Education. This faculty is the oldest faculty at our campus with the largest number of students. It has 3 study programs: the Guidance and Counseling Study Program, Elementary School Teacher Education, and Early Childhood Development Teacher Education. Faculty of Social Science and Sports Education. There are several points that become our focus in this faculty. First, the value of humanism as national identity. Second, physical health as a support for quality education. Third, the understanding of economic values as a pillar of human civilization. This faculty has 3 study programs: Pancasila and Citizenship Civil Education, Physical and Recreational Education, and Economic Education. Faculty of Language and Arts. This faculty provides education to generate language and art educators with pedagogical personnel, social and professional competence and competitive abilities in dealing with the current age development in order to develop themselves into professionals such as translator, newscasters, or journalists by making use of their language and artistic skills. This faculty has 3 study programs: Indonesian Language and Literature Education, English Education, Regional Language and Literature Education, Javanese Language. Faculty of Mathematics, Science, and Information Technology Education. This faculty has study programs of mathematics education, biology education, physics education, and information technology education. The vision of this faculty is to be an excellent and distinguished faculty of mathematics, natural science, and information technology education by 2025. Faculty of Engineering and Informatics, established on April 17, 2014. This faculty has 6 study programs, namely Architecture, Mechanical Engineering, Civil Engineering, Electrical Engineering, Informatics, and Food Technology. Faculty of Economic and Business. This faculty has a mission to be a faculty of economics and business that excels in the field of digital-based, creative economics and business with a distinctive identity. Faculty of Law. The Faculty of Law of University of PGRI Semarang is committed to develop legal knowledge, and this is done, among others, by organizing seminars, discussions, comparative studies, and field experience practices. In order to support the teaching and learning activities, we have 4 complexes of campuses. Campus 1, located at Jalan Dr. Cipto, Jalan Lontar. This campus consists of representative and modern buildings for teaching and learning activities. This campus consists of central building, main building, student activity center, library, graduate program building, as well as a representative auditorium meeting hall for national class concerts and international seminars. Campus 2, located at Jalan Sriwijaya. This campus has a hotel available for both students and public in general, as well as a large meeting room for teacher professional training programs and various other large-scale meetings. Campus 3, located at Jalan Bendan Duo. This campus has a building for students' practices, especially mechanical and electrical engineering department students. This campus supports various activities to increase electrical, mechanical, and architecture skills. Campus 4, located at Jalan Gajah. This campus has a teaching learning building complex and sports centers including basketball, badminton, futsal, and other athletic sports activities. This campus also has a dormitory building provided for students, as well as a high school laboratory school, which was established by the Universitas PGRI Semarang. Why do you have to choose UGRIS as a place to study? We realize the importance of international relations to connect the discourse currently developing in the international world. This is where we establish a collaboration to open up opportunities for career leaders through students and lecture exchanges, credit transfer and double degree program, joint internship and research, and publication with our reputable university partners. We believe that in our fast-paced and competitive world, there are basic competencies every young generation has to possess, namely excellence and distinction. Excellence in either emotional and spiritual intelligence and the ability to retain the personality as a cultured human being. Please join UGRIS.
Saya kayak yang ini. Oke, wes.
Hello, hello.
Hey, Prof. Yes, we start.
Yeah,
We
but
we are
Are we-
waiting we are waiting our moderator. Indah, please.
is it like same students or we have a new students?
Sorry.
Do we have like same students like last time or we have a new students?
New students.
New
Uh,
students.
Yeah,
Okay.
new students. Yes, Indah, please. Indah. Ya.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, everyone. Previously introduced, my name is Indah. Here I am as the moderator in this seminar event. Welcome to our lecture series, fourth series with the theme Changing of Law in the Digital Era, Challenges, Measures in Indonesia and Poland. Today we have our outstanding speakers. First speaker is Dr. Heb Edvardas Jasnivicius, Professor Asji. He is the Dean, Representative Cooperation Gidans University. Thank you so much, Prof. You have given us your precious time for us. Without further ado, please welcome Dr. Edvardas. Time is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I would like to be in Indonesia, not in Poland, like in 5 o'clock in the morning. Let me show, because probably it will be more easy to understand each other if I show my city, because I'm coming from also quite big university, partner university of your university. Why I'm showing? Because as a partner university, we have a possibility to visit each other, and right now we open a call for students to come for exchange, and also we have a possibility to offer you to stay like a few weeks during summer law school. So let's start a short movie about Poland, and after we can start the class. So, do you see any difference between Indonesia and Poland?
No, I have to visit Poland soon. It's so beautiful.
So that's why I'm showing the video for all of you to inspire to come here. So one more movie about the university because I showed you last time a little bit different. So right now I'm also showing you the movie about the university. One second.
What defines our future? Is our surroundings, study, work and living an important factor? Selection of the suitable university? Our passions and interests? Or maybe actions for the common good? Or dedication and hard work? Or a path full of challenges? Does it define our future?
A ty, jak myślisz?
So that was the movie about the university. So maybe a few words about the university. As the whole university, we are in top 1,000 in different ratings. So as the faculty, we are in top of 250 in times higher education in the rating. We are quite big university, maybe, I don't know, comparable to Indonesia, not big, but we are about 25,000 students. At the faculty, we have 2,500 students with the different majors. So what people know about the Poland, probably a lot of people right now, like young people, they know about the sports. They know about the soccer. Soccer, well known, maybe not like Ronaldo, not like Messi, but still very popular soccer player Lewandowski. But also maybe one shirt because Polish people also well known about games. So one of the game that is really coming and like all around the world, people waiting for this game, even when the officials coming, our president is giving us a gift, this game. So the name of the game I'm just showing. You can guess the name of the game. One.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkable young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness plenty. Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
A witcher? Witcher! Whose kind did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is, by the gods.
No! You chose her. Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself! Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
So no more movies, no more videos. That's the game of Witcher. Poland is also known for the game Frostpunk, for the game Cyberpunk, but probably the most well-known game is The Witcher. So you probably, I'm not sure if you're familiar with the Netflix. So even movies, even kind of serial on the Netflix is also with this game, and the author of the book is also Polish guy is Sapkowski. So like maybe like Polish young people from abroad, they play the games, but they do not know that's our Polish games. So that was inspiration, and at the same time, maybe the last one I would like to show why I'm just showing, because we trying to engage international students for different programs. So during winter semester, we call it winter semester from October, because from our October is winter semester. The semester lasts from 1st October till the end of February. So there is a possibility from your university to come to our university. So the name of the program is School of International and Advanced Problems of Public Law. So during the summer there is the accent on private law. We have professors from different universities. So this is professor from US. The topic is human rights and criminal justice. Professor from India, Qatar, India, India, Uzbekistan, South Africa. That's myself, University of Gdańsk. And from Indonesia, maybe not too many, but usually during the year we host about close to 5 students. Depends on the year. As far as I know, like for this year, we also already get some information that some people coming. So this is QR code. You make a copy. You can register right now. So that will be the winter semester 2025 to 2026. So make a copy, apply. This is the offer, and maybe last offer depends on your possibility during the summer. So summer in Poland, I mean, students do not have any classes is from July till end of semester. And we also have a summer school. Right now, there is like, I would say, a big interest from Asia. Some of the students coming from Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, and also there is a possibility that will be some students maybe from Indonesia. So I'm showing the last offer. It's called Legal Minds and Leaders. The program starts from 4 July till 14 of July. So it will be lectures, it will be workshops, and it will be cultural activities. There will be free trips to different cities. And also, if you would like to apply, make a QR code scan till probably 10 of July, 10 of June, you can apply. Just hurry up because there is also some time is needed to apply for the visa. That's all offers from my side as the partner university, so we can go to our lecture. So today I would like, as the previous time, I was just showing you some challenges that connected with the new technologies in artificial intelligence. Right now, I would like to show you something that's not really, I would say, connected with the new technologies, but with the business that we still have a lot of normal business and based on the statistic. So we have like, I don't know, electronic trade or classical trade still at that time between all the countries, between people who is buying. So no normal trade because we buy a lot of, I don't know, gasoline, coal, and etc. So traditional trade is still bigger than electronic trade. So Poland joined the European Union in 2004, and as all of the classes you have in, I don't know, you start tax law, you start civil law, you start with the sources of law. So after Poland joined the European Union, so this picture show us what is all how all the sources of law are look like. This is the big ship. I'm not sure if you can guess what the ship is symbolizing. Can you guess what is the ship symbolizing? Ship symbolizing European Union. So one of the kayut, one of the room, it will be Poland. And besides the Poland, beside one room that belongs to Poland, we have other 26 countries. So all the countries, all the rooms are on the ship, on the same ship. So we are, at least in theory, we are going at the same way. From the point of law, it means that we have rules for one big ship, and at the same time, because we have 27 families, at the same time we have different rules in different rooms and different families. So in some way we compete with each other, I mean rooms, but we need to follow the rules that are established for the whole European Union for the ship. The water symbolizing international law, and probably all different ships that are not connected with this big ship, as you see on the picture, are different countries. Maybe the bigger one in the back, because you're quite far away from Poland. This is Indonesia, because all of the ships get on national law. And to speak about, I would say, to show you how national law, how international law, how European Union law works, I just choose the case, and you can see that the case in some way connected with the Indonesia and Poland. So on January 1st, I'm just giving maybe 1 minute to read, because there is if you read, you can at least understand what is the case about. Maybe 1 minute, and after 1 minute, I will be reading also by myself. So you probably finished reading, so I can explain. On January 1st, 2002, three Warsaw students from Indonesia, Ola, Sasha, and Misha. That's I'm not sure if the names looks Indonesian. More, I would say, more Russian names. So they registered the company under the name Awesome SI, it means company, with the headquarters in Warsaw, dealing with production and sales, lighting equipment. The three persons management board of the company included its founders, who, due to numerous students' duties, they went to Indonesia only a few times a year, making most of the company's strategic decisions. A weekly meeting in one of Warsaw pubs. The business was spinning very well, and the management board, to cope with the growing, stronger competition, had to decide to obtain additional capital through an issue of new shares, though 80% of shareholder of the company Awesome became on January 2004, the Dutch company Awesome Holding BV. And another page also connected on October 1st, 2004, the company Awesome SA paid out to all its shareholders a dividend for 2003 in total amount of 5 million zlotych. On the same day, a representative of Awesome Holding BV contacted the tax authorities competent for Awesome SA, which in telephone conversation categorically ordered to pay tax on income obtained from dividends of 15%. The tax was collected and paid to the authority account tax on time. So June 2005, Awesome SA paid another dividend in the total amount of Polish zloty 7 million zloty. So what just means 5 million zloty? It means more than 1 million in was the dollar. So that's quite a lot of money. And this is the case. I'm not sure if you can memorize what is the case about, but we will be drawing. Usually how you start solving cases, how you solve the cases. Usually I'm trying to visualize in some way. So if you remember from the case, what kind of countries do we have? What kind of countries do we have in the case? Can you what kind of countries do we have? We have Indonesia. We have Poland. Somebody's helping me to draw. Just come on, guys, do not draw. So we also have Netherlands, Dutch company. So 3 students. I'm just making maybe through. Come on. Can you guys stop drawing? Somebody's helping me to draw. So we have 3 students. That's 1 from Indonesia, another 1, and 3. So they would like to establish maybe like what does it mean freedom of doing business in European Union. So because you are not Indonesia, not part of European Union, so if you would like to do the business in Poland or in any other countries not connected with I don't know, national law, usually it means like you need to go there. Maybe your company or yourself need to register the business in another country. Same with our situation. So if like Indonesian people, Indonesian business owners, they would like to do the business in Poland, usually it depends on the status. If that person gets full immigration status, like resident card, so they are allowed to open the business in all legal forms. So if they are students, I would say a few forms are not allowed, but most of the legal forms of doing business are allowed. Means that they need to go to uh, some place to register the company, to like what usually is needed. They just need to show the status that they are legally staying in Poland. They need to have the passports. Sometimes there will be a if the passport is not like in English, but probably most of the passports are in English. So they need to go to the notary office to prepare special documents about, that's a called agreement of the company. Notary officer is just accepting, you paying the public fee, you paying the notary fee, you getting the document that the company is established, and you go to the bank, opening the banking account. What is also needed in the beginning, you need to know who will be the CEO of the company. And also there is a need, because this is a company or limited liability company, you need to have the accountant, or you will be hiring the person who will be providing accounting services, or you will be signing the agreement with the accounting company. So in our situation looks same, but if it would be like another company from another European country, there is no need to register. It means like you, for example, in Netherlands, you get the company here, so you can do the business around all the European Union. Like, let's just imagine that the company in Netherlands making games, so they can easily sell the games around all the European Union, open the shop around all the European Union. I do not know what happened. So can you hear me? Because somebody turned off my. Here is the Netherlands, Poland, Indonesia, and here is a company in Netherlands, and here we have the company, free students opening company here. So that's freedom of doing business, one of the principle of European Union. So you would like to start the business, you just start the business, you do not need to register. So in our situation, they just established the business is doing well, and they was paying the
What should we do actually, Prof?
Yeah, can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah,
Can you?
Prof.
So just listen, I'm just showing the case. Hello? Can you hear me? Because I cannot know if you hear me. Hello?
Yes, Prof, I can hear you.
Okay. So did you saw that I was drawing? Because I was drawing the case.
Yes, I see.
Okay, right now is a PowerPoint. So I was drawing what is in the case. This is the idea. To draw what is in the case, and somebody destroyed my drawing. That's so based on the law from our case, that's our sources of law, because we need to know which source to use, because in European Union we have sources on the level of European Union, we have sources on the level of international law, and we have sources on the level of national law. So right now, probably as most of the countries, like on the top is constitution. The next step is for Poland, international agreements. The next step is statutes. Next is like regulations of the government, and is local law. And what is changed in 2004? Because in 2004, 1st of May, Poland joined European Union. So in our situation, we have two dates. We have 2004, when the first dividends were paid, and 2005, that was the second the second time we pay the dividends. So we just need to go back and to show you the dates. So here are dates. October 1st, 2004. The question if Poland was also part of European Union. Of course, that was Poland part of European Union. And based on the law, there is, I would say, the challenge for all of us. Means that based on the law, we need to know if this issue is regulated by European Union or regulated by international law, or is regulated by national law. So this is I would say kind of challenge, because probably if you solving the cases, I don't know, criminal law in your country or a civil law in your country, you're just trying to look for legal acts at the level of your country. But in this situation, because we are part of European Union, you need to try to find regulations on different countries. So actually, I'm just telling you that we have regulations on the European Union level, and there is if the dividends are paid, maybe in the beginning, what are dividends for the companies? In corporate law, why people investing, why people buying shares? They just buying to invest to get the profit paid. So what does it mean profit? Profit means revenues minus costs. So in the light of law, if you're getting dividends, it means you getting profit. You need to pay the percentage as a tax. This is the capital profit. I don't know. You have the banking account. In the bank is paying the percentage. That's the capital profit you need to pay. So same is here. Dutch company from Netherlands, getting the profit, so they need to pay the tax. And I'm just telling you how it looks right now in European Union. The tax rate for the dividends is 0% if shares are owned by the company which is registered in European Union. But there is like two requirements. One requirement, the company need to have the shares more than 2 years, and they need to have at least 20% of shares. That's the requirement to use the tax rate 0%. At the same time, Poland and Netherlands signed the agreement on double taxation, and they have in this agreement, international agreement, they have in this agreement two tax rates. One is 5% and another is 15%. 5% is only allowed to use 5% if they owns more than 20% of shares. And national law, it means from Polish law, because the company is registered in Poland, the company is paying, so the source of the profit is in Poland. We have 90%, 90. So in fact, as you see, we have 4 different tax rates, and it means what rate should we use? As from the perspective of this pyramid I was just drawing, on the top is European Union law. It looks like quite simple EU, because it looks like simple you need to use 0%. But in fact, the case is not so simple because there is a problem that a lot of different tax issues in European Union are established not with the regulation, but they just established with the directives, and you do not have
Let's talk about
in your national system, or Poland did not have before any directive. So I'm just showing like very short how the sources look like in European Union and what are difference between different sources, just to in order to understand.
EU laws take on the same form. Some come in the form of a regulation and some of a directive. While both are forms of EU legislation, there are some major differences. Firstly, let's talk about EU regulations. In principle, these regulations are very similar to the national laws that countries have. Government sets a goal and defines how to achieve it. Once the law comes into effect, it is binding upon everyone within the country's borders. In case of EU laws, it has effect on all EU member states and everyone within their borders, even overruling existing national laws. An example is the regulation regarding roaming tariffs within the EU. Since 2007, it has regulated the charges that can be imposed upon you by your telecom provider, limiting your costs for using your cell phone elsewhere in the EU. Once it came into effect, it applied to everyone within the EU, including you and your provider. In line with the principle of subsidiarity, the EU should leave as much to the member states as possible. Since the binding regulations leave little room for the member states, they are not the preferred type of law. Rather, they are only used when directives are not suitable to achieve a goal. In short, such a directive describes what the goal is, just like a regulation. However, unlike a regulation, it doesn't say how it must be achieved. Each member state may decide how to achieve the set goal and what national laws are needed to do so. This gives the member states a lot more room to choose their own approach. As a result, the ways of achieving the same goal can differ among member states, with different sort of laws per country. An example of this is the Data Protection Directive of 1995. Because of varying interpretations, big differences existed between the member states when it came to the level of data protection, with countries like Austria and Germany having very strong data protection laws and countries like Ireland much less so. Here we also see the switch from directive to regulation. First, it was thought that a directive would suffice to achieve the common goal. When it turned out the directive didn't get the job done, a regulation was passed to achieve what the directive couldn't. In case of data protection, a regulation was passed in 2016. It harmonizes European data protection legislation to assure that all of us have the same data protection regardless of the member states we or the companies are in. Besides these two forms of EU legislation, the EU uses another legal act, decisions. These, once they come into effect, are not binding for everyone within the EU, but only for those member states, companies or individuals specifically addressed by it. Decisions are used for things such as setting standard prices for vegetables, or to decide whether or not a proposed merger of big companies is allowed. A big difference between decisions and the two other forms of EU legislation is that decisions can be adopted by the Commission on its own. So, to summarize, where new EU laws have managed to pass all obstacles, it can come in two shapes. Regulations, binding laws that apply to all EU member states and everyone within them, stating what goals to achieve and how to achieve them. And directives, laws that set out the aims only, leaving member states to decide for themselves how to achieve them and what national laws are needed. Because the EU should stay out of the business of member states as much as possible, this is the preferred form of EU legislation. Lastly, the EU also uses decisions. It applies only to those individuals or countries that are directly addressed by it, mostly used against big companies and member states. Unlike regulations and directives, decisions can be adopted by the Commission alone, without the Council and Parliament's involvement. To find out more about the other institutions,
So right now you see a little bit how different sources of EU looks like. So directive means they are addressed to countries. They are not addressed to I don't know, subjects of the law, citizens, companies. So it means in 2004, when the Poland joined the European Union, a country like Poland needed to establish the goal of the directive, actually the goal of which connected of implementing in the national law. So it means it should be in the law of European Union. And when you open that happens all the time, when you open some of the national law, you see that there is no rules in national law regarding European Union. So it means Polish government or Polish state failed. They did not establish, or many times, many countries of EU, they established something, but wrongly. So in order to answer the question, may I use the directive directly in normal situation in the basics? No, it's not allowed. But in this situation, to solve the case, you need to find the court decision. So EU law work as I would say American precedents. It means some of the rules are established by the court. So a few times European Court of Justice established the rule if directive is providing better situation for the taxpayer. It means you do not need to have a national law. In this case, in this dispute, you can use the principle, the regulation of directive directly. So in order to find the answer, you needed to know about this principle. You needed to find the regulation on the level of European Union, because when you will be opening the National Law Act, you will see that there is no regulation. And two more issues, because that was on the level of European Union 0%, but that was requirement. You need to have 2 years. In 2004, the company just bought the shares, so they did not own for 2 years. So in this situation, also needed to find European Union also court decision that's allowed to use 0% in the situation when the company is declaring for the tax authority that they will be owning the shares more than for 2 years. And so the question is because the in 2005 is more easy, because in 2005 when you're opening corporate income tax, I mean status on corporate income tax, you will see that the provisions of directives are in the Polish status, so you will be easily know that you can use 0%. And the last question, because they would like to sell, the Dutch company is asking because we would like to sell the shares to another company. So it means the advice should be, please wait, because if you will be selling till 2 years, when the 2 years will be expiring. So you will need to pay the tax. So if there is not possibility to use EU regulation in our situation, because it's less than 2 years, it's less than 20% of shares. So there will be a need to use international law or national law. Of course, it will be in international law. So if we have more than 20% of shares, in case if they sell, in fact, they will be using the 5% tax rate, not 15, not 19 from national law, but 5%. So I see maybe it's a little bit difficult, as I understand. Any questions? That was the case how to solve and showing you interaction between national, international, and European Union law. Any questions, guys?
Yes, please. Indah, perhaps we can open the question and answer.
Yeah, it would be nice. Yeah. Maybe the first question, who would like to come to Gdańsk?
Indah? Where is our moderator?
Is not sleeping? No. So, students they are already writing to me because we have students from different countries. Also, part of the students are connecting with our university online. So maybe we have about more than 100 from Central Asia, just like Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan. That's 4, depends on the time of the year, 4 or 3.
Oh, nice.
Difference. Because Indonesia right now is 6:30. I'm not sure what time is in Indonesia right now.
In Indonesia, it's 11:30.
Okay.
Indah,
So
please, if you can open a question and answer, please. Professor waiting for you.
Five hours difference. So right now I get just from students. So some of them will be connecting to our classes. That's the offer. If you don't want to come, there is some obstacles to come. You can have classes also online, because we have, like, that's the programs I show for you. We have in hybrid mode. It means there is no need to come. You can easily connect to each class and take a part. Besides the knowledge, some of our students just go for master's degree, because a lot of students are usually on the level of the bachelor, usually at the end of the bachelor program. So they trying to use the program in Poland as a kind of jump to US universities. Like from previous year, we have about 120 students from different countries, like mostly Asia. So 17 of them just joined universities in US. So maybe also for you, if you'd like, that's you're going to get the recommendation, you're going to get the contacts, and that's all the pluses that you can get.
Nice. Indah, where are you? Yep.
Yes, I am here.
Good to see you.
She is after sleeping, perhaps. Okay, Indah, please.
Okay, please, who want to ask question, can you open camera, please, to audience?
So at least one person who is opening the camera is coming here.
My name is Nadila. My question for Mr. Edward. What is the impact of the digital content and independent platform in Poland regarding freedom of expression and law violation? Thank you.
Nadia, can you just help me just to repeat what does?
Nadila, please, can you repeat? Don't close your camera first. Where is Nadila?
Yeah, Mister.
Not so fast, just a little bit slower. And don't be afraid.
What is the impact of the digital content and independent platform in Poland regarding freedom of expression and law violation? Thank you.
Oh, okay,
So
the impact.
yeah, I understand because it's not connected with the subject, but I understand the topic is like many issues. I would say like probably last 10 years, I'm in some way connected with the Polish minority in Lithuania because I'm Polish and I'm originally from Lithuania. And I was engaging, like helping people to fight some hate because usually people think that like there is a freedom of expression because um, in some way you think that we have in the constitution in most of European countries that you can easily say what you want. And there is like many cases that trying to find the border between, I don't know, that you violating some rights and you have the freedom to express what you're saying. And we have like many cases that's actually court answered that is out of the freedom of expression. You just violating the rights of the some person, violating the right of the states, and I would say that's quite difficult cases, and it's not like you can, I don't know, see the principle of freedom that you can say anything you want to say. So my kids are also waking up. I can show one my kids.
What's your name?
Michael.
Sorry? Michael?
Michael, yeah.
Oh, Michael, nice. Hi, see you.
So
Didn't go to school.
he will be going like in 1 hour, 7:30 we go to school.
Yeah, after this you go to school, right?
So next half of hour, the class will be by Michael. Michael is going to have a class with you.
Please leave the class, Michael. Say hi to us.
Say hello.
Oh. Hello. Nice to see you. Is it
So
another question?
I hope I answered the question because I understand because many people from Asia and from I don't know, even Africa, they asking, oh, you have a freedom of expression. Is when you not violating the rights of other people, and there is a lot of issues that's you have the freedom to express, but at the same time, please do not make hate, do not violate the rights of other people. So the border between freedom of expression and just breaking the rules of the country of the national law is very I would say is difficult to say.
Is there any question? Guys? Is there any question? Guys, Indah? Is there any questions? Just ask.
Excuse me, Miss Nadia.
Okay, where are you?
Excuse me, I am Tashwa from the Faculty of the Law. May I ask Dr. Hat Advandas? how the Polish government respond to technological development in the approach to the legal policy system in Poland in the digital era. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks for the question, because I would say Polish government is maybe like we have like right now responses on the level of European Union, but I would say like if I see, because I'm teaching in different countries and I'm trying to be familiarized with different legal systems. So I would say like Polish government is too lazy because we still do not have like regulations on cryptocurrencies, because like cryptocurrencies are treated right now as a property in many different regulations in the field of civil law. We do not have like specific regulations on artificial intelligence. I just, frankly speaking, Polish government, if they changing the law, they need to change in the light of public law and in the field of taxation, because when there is a possibility to tax some profit from new technologies, they just doing, but in the field of other spheres of the law, they are too late, and many new technologies are not regulated at all. So we trying um to like a cryptocurrencies is probably like a good example. We do not forbid to trade, we do not forbid the mining, but at the same time, besides the tax regulations, we do not regulate it. I hope I answered the question.
Yeah. All right. Is it enough, Tashwa?
Okay, thank you, Mr.
Thank you, thank you.
Mhm.
I'm welcoming you, all of you. Like as I just saw, 100 people just joined the class. I'm welcoming you to come during the summer. You get QR codes. You get the contacts from officials from your university, from the teachers. So contact me if you would like to come. It's like logistically, you need at least 1 month to get the visa and to come here. So if you
Yeah.
would like to come in July, just apply in the beginning of June, not later. If you would like to come for the studies, uh, right now it's just from one of the university from Indonesia. We have 2 applications that coming students for the whole semester. So maybe from your university somebody would like to come for exchange.
Oh, yeah. Sure. I have announced to them.
Okay.
Okay. I give to Indah.
Okay, thank you so much, Prof, for the material you are delivered. Next, if you have another agenda, Prof, it fathers you may leave. Thank you so much for your time and explanation. Next, we have our next. Now we have photo session. Please open your camera.
Okay. Okay, finish, Indah.
Please opening your camera.
Okay, can finish, Indah. Perhaps you can close.
Okay, as moderator, I do apologize. Thank you so much. See you on our next lecture series. Bye-bye.
Thank you Indah, thank you Ajay, Gila, Ashfa. Oh.